Yo! What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. It's Saturday, and that means we got brand new Ultimate Legends in the game. But more importantly, today is Saturday, meaning that the auction house is usually the best to go out and buy cards and possibly make some coins. We're going to take a look at the current market, see what things are going for, and kind of speculate what could happen throughout the rest of the week. So let's get on into it. Now, of course, we do have brand new Ultimate Legends that came out today, and the format is a little bit different. So I'm not going to go over the cards, the stats, all that. Of course, you can check that stuff at muthead.com, but they did break it down a little bit differently. This week we have two set cards. So we have Jim Thorpe and we have Derek Thomas. And then we have one limited, which is Antonio Cromartie. And the reason I bring this up is because, number one, player solos, right? Because you do get a Ultimate Legend token this week, and you don't want to miss out on these. I think it's 14 of them in total that you need to collect to get a free Ultimate Legend card. It'll probably happen sometime in May if you play them every week, but these solos are only around for 1 week. So here's my weekly reminder to make sure you play your solo. This is going to be the second week, obviously. Last week was the first. And all you have to do is beat this solo on at least 1 star to earn that Ultimate Legend token. If you miss a week, it's not over for you. That just means that you have to wait an extra week to get your free card. But make sure you go ahead and do it. Again, all you have to do is the bare minimum. Beat the game, win the game on 1 star. I normally play on 3. Get the W. I don't really care about the bonus objective. If you want to go for it, go for it. But we also got the solos for the 2 set cards. And this is a bit interesting because we do not get a solo for the limited card. So then Antonio Cromartie does not have a solo, and that means you don't get his power-up free. So there is still potential for investments on power-ups, but it's going to be very, very tough to predict who's going to get a set card, who's going to get a limited. But if you have Antonio Cromartie in your binder, the good thing is if you didn't sell him yet, his price didn't totally tank, his power-up that is, because he doesn't have a solo that gives you a free card, a free power-up for beating the solo. Now with that free power-up, same condition here, play the solo, win the game. All you got to do is beat it on 1 star. I recommend playing on 3, win the game, takes 5 minutes or so. Derek Thomas, he's already had a card out there. That power-up's not going for much. But with Jim Thorpe, I did check the auction house, and you're going to have to do this sooner rather than later. His power-up right now is selling for about 15K. So in my opinion, to play a solo, 3 stars, win the game, chew the clock, get out of there, takes 5 minutes. To play the solo, not only to get, a little bit of coin from beating it, but to get a power-up that sells for about 15K right now, I think that's worth the time. Definitely look in the future, right? If we get Ultimate Legends of guys who are not in the game right now, or this is their first card of the year, like this Jim Thorpe card, the move would be to get onto these solos right at 10:30 a.m. As soon as they drop, knock them out, finish them, and list that card. Because there are people out there that do not want to spend the 5 to 7 minutes to play this solo to get the power up. They rather just spend the coin. And a lot of times this stuff can add up. Now in future Saturday videos, we will monitor pricing on power-ups and see which ones could potentially be going up in price and why you might want to knock out some of those older solos right now. But early on, I don't see many of these legend power-ups that are easily obtained through solos going for much. But definitely play that Jim Thorpe solo as fast as you can. You play it right now while you're watching the rest of this video. Now, what else do we talk about on Saturdays? Obviously the market, and we view the market pricing and whatnot just to see what everything's looking like. And I talked about this in my Wednesday video because it's definitely been a trend, and this isn't anything new. I'm not inventing anything here, but what I've been noticing for sure is that anytime, flashbacks, heavyweights, veterans, those cards come out on Wednesdays, typically the training market and the market overall is up in price. And that's no mystery here. Market is always down in the weekends and then it goes back up during the week. But I really wanted to kind of focus on what exactly prices are looking like. So I took a screenshot of what prices were looking like on Wednesday, and I'm going to pop that on your screen. Take a look at those items, see what we're looking at. Basically, training, you were really lucky to be able to get it for 6 coins per training point. At the time that I had updated it that morning, it was right around like high 5s, low 6s, and then as the day went on and that training variety pack updated, the pricing on training went up. Now, today being Saturday, here are the current rates. And as you can see, training is down, but it's not down a ton, and I'm a bit surprised. I thought with all of the new Redux cards on the market, you know, the level 90 pack that a lot of people are starting to get to already, the flood of those cards, the new series changeover, new Ultimate Legends, a limited in packs, we would see the market go down. And if you compare last week to what we're seeing right now, yes, it is down a little bit, but it's not as down as much as I thought. I mean, I think it was last weekend, pretty sure it was, or maybe the weekend before, or sometime in between that 7-day span. I mean, we were seeing training in the low 5s and even high 4 coins per training point. Now, I mean, look at the best 3 rates out here. 89's at 20k, that's 5.56 coins per training point. 91's at 40k, that's 5.63 coins per training point. With those, definitely look for the 91 overall Ultimate Legends, because those cards are going to be in abundance right now because Ultimate Legend weekend. People are going for those packs, which they did make a change to, and that's definitely a good thing. We'll talk about that in a moment. And then 95's at 138k. This is the best rate right now, 5.41 coins per training point. But absolutely take your time on these values. I believe that you guys can get values for much, much cheaper than this if you stay patient. Because the auction house is always so active on Saturdays. I tell you this all the time. I mean, look here, I got a Steve McNair this morning for 100k, a 94 overall, so that was a really, really good coin per training point value. But again, if you're looking for training, those are the best rates that you can get right now. Stay on the auction house, spend a little time there. I think you can find rates a lot lower than what I'm putting. This is just the, you know, the normal average cost, the most frequent rate that we're starting to see on the auction house on a Saturday. And we're going to take another snapshot of these rates and then another one on Wednesday. And I want to basically compare last Wednesday to this Saturday to next Wednesday and kind of see, because this is something that people do a lot. And it's, you know, if you want to take the risk, you can buy cards while they're low on a Saturday and then resell them on like Tuesday, Wednesday during the week when they go up in price. To me, prices are not low enough to do that right now. I'm not going to risk it, but if you guys want to kind of project what you're going to see this coming Wednesday, do we get back to 6 coins per training point? My guess is probably, but again, I'm not going to risk it. Now, if you do get training, obviously you can spend it on powering up your players, adding abilities, adding chemistries, all that good stuff. But remember, training point fantasy pack here, or not fantasy pack, variety pack, is still the move right now. I mean, this is a really, really good pack. The only thing that I can't confirm, and maybe somebody else can for me, is we don't know if the limited Cromartie is in this pack or not. Now, going by the history of this pack, we've seen the Thursday limiteds be in there before, so it's definitely a possibility. We know the brand new Redux cards are in there. So while training is cheap right now during the weekend, if you want to dabble in this pack, and I've had some fun with it, I've had some success with it. It's not guaranteed to make coins, but it is a lot of fun to open. Probably the best pack in the game right now. Today is definitely a good day to load up on that training and then go ahead and buy it. Now, also, you could get all the cheap training you want right now while it's low during the weekend. And then come Thursday, when we get 2 more limiteds, go back to this pack, because we know the limited should be in there every week. I would be surprised if they're not. If they were in this past week, they should be in every week. So it's also not a bad idea, right, to buy training while it's cheap right now. Hang on to it. Hang on to the cards. You can sell them if the training goes up, and if it doesn't go up, you can then quick sell them for the training and open this pack on Thursday when we have 2 more limiteds. And maybe those 2 limiteds that come out this Thursday are better than last Thursday's. We'll have to wait and see. We know they're more than likely going to be 97 overalls. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to get like 100 to 200k worth of training this weekend right now while it's low, and then hang on to that, because they should also be updating this training variety pack to hopefully add more uniforms in there, which is always going to make it more fun. As far as the overalls and the cards, I don't know if they'll really add anything there. Now, of course, with that pack, you can also get legends. And what can we do with legends in that pack? Well, remember last week, they did make a change to Ultimate Legends and the exchange set. So pulling that variety pack is good if you get legends, because you can use those to put into these sets, and they are player specific. Obviously, the limited's not there, but like if you're chasing the Jim Thorpe or the Derek Thomas, and you have a bunch of legends that either were in your binder before, or you pull them from that variety pack, you can place them into these various exchange sets and get you an item or a piece or a part of this set done by using those. And back to store offers with training, of course, you can use that same training on this 83 plus legend player. This is only going to give you a regular legend. It won't give you any ultimate legend as far as I'm aware, but if you're trying to get pieces for that exchange set that I just showed you. This is another way right now while training is cheap. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about here is that EA changed the pack, and I think this is good. I'm still not going to open it. You guys let me know, did these packs seem like they were better than last weekend? Last weekend, I talked about it in my video, and a lot of people were very vocal on Twitter about it. The Ultimate Legend packs were not very good. They gave out a lot of 87s. The 91s weren't happening a lot. The 95s certainly were not. And it was just overall a bad experience. You didn't even feel like you came close to get your money's worth. It sounds like EA listened here, and I guess that's a good thing because they did switch them to Ultimate Legend fantasy packs. I'm still not going to partake in these. I think I'm done with packs unless like a really big Ultimate Legend comes out that I really, really want, or a good limited. Other than that, I think I'm done with packs for the rest of the year until golden tickets come out. But if you are going to try your luck with these packs, when you guys get to the screen where you can purchase your points, go ahead and make sure you hit square on PlayStation, X on Xbox, and put in promo code POP. It doesn't give you any additional discounts on your packs, no free cards, no free packs. It's nothing other than a support a creator code. It does support me. So if you guys already have made up your mind that you're going to open up these packs or these bundles, you want to test your luck, I'd appreciate it if you threw code POP in there because it helps me out a lot. And thank you to everybody that continues to use code POP. So just to recap, the market doesn't look like it's down. Very surprising with a new series, a bunch of Redux cards, and fantasy packs, all kind of in rotation. So right now, I don't see a ton of moves to be made as far as making coin this weekend, other than buying training while it's relatively cheap, hanging on to it, or using it on this training variety pack to test your luck. If you guys got any other questions, anything that you want me to talk about in future videos, feel free to leave it down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.